As the school year gets into full swing, after school activities can be a lot to manage. Look, the whole day can be a lot to manage.
I know.
Trying to fit in some time for yourself for maybe a date night or just a night out can really kind of feel like a nightmare.
But there's one local company, it's called the Perfect Pair Agency, and they want to help take the weight off your shoulders. So they help families find the perfect nannies for any occasion. And we have the founder and executive director, Kijana Clark, is here with us in studio in her hot pink, ready to go to tell us
you are
more.
popping.
Oh my
Looking
gosh.
great.
We're loving it. And pink is the color. That's the color of your branding.
That's our theme.
Yes, it's very fun. Okay, so this seems like a dream come true for busy parents, and I know there's a lot of grandparents watching the show, and you might be like, okay, I've got to tell my kids about this. What is the Perfect Pair? What are you trying to accomplish for families?
Yes, so we are a nanny and household staffing agency based in the Twin Cities. We've been servicing families for the last 3 years. We specialize in matching families with ongoing care, occasional care. We're a full service agency, so we offer multiple services. I was also actually a nanny and household manager for almost 10 years in the Twin Cities. And so I have a lot of experience. I've also actually hired household help, nannies, babysitters, pets as I've grown my own family. So I truly understand the full industry.
So you're talking like the full spectrum. If you just need a babysitter for just a night out, you offer that.
Yes.
If you need somebody that's going to be with you, almost kind of get to know the family and be a part of the family and maybe be there on a more consistent, regular basis and become that home manager, you have that as well. So it's everything in between.
Yeah. Exactly.
So cool.
That's really cool. So then how do you go about maybe hiring these specific providers if you're just looking for a babysitter and then also looking for a home manager? How do you guys hire those people?
Yeah, and so a lot of people will apply with our agency and they will either let us know, I'm looking to be, like a nanny's on demand babysitter, which is our sitter service we'll go over. They might let us know that they're looking for a full-time nanny job, part-time nanny job, and so we kind of take it through that process.
Okay, so what do you look for or what do you advise parents to look for when they're looking for a child care provider? Whether it's through you or maybe they're just like interviewing, a kid they met at church who maybe would want to babysit. What do you think are some of the important things?
Yes, so it's very important to go over family values, your parenting style. It's important to go over or find someone that is an excellent communicator, someone that can follow instructions. You want to also go over, household rules, someone that matches their personality, very well. Sometimes families look for someone that's energetic, active, high energy, or some families look for someone that's more mature, experienced, and more nurturing. And so finding that is really important too.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah, I'm going to guess too, it's probably giving the parents maybe the authority to just be like, feel like saying no. Like, I don't feel like this is a good fit.
Exactly.
You guys do so much work on the back end, but if it's not a good fit, it's probably okay to be like, no, can we see somebody else?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's really helpful. I mean, we've had a lot of babysitters. Some have been amazing, and then a couple have been not particularly that great. So, I mean, having, I think, an agency involved to just kind of help you manage those issues can be helpful. What about kids? What do you recommend when parents are booking a babysitter? How can you prepare the kids so that the kids are setting your babysitter up for success too?
I think it's good to introduce the kids to the sitter, maybe share some fun facts about them because kids like to connect ahead. Like, oh, I know you like Roblox, for example. We also tell them to encourage the kids to be good listeners, get ready to have a lot of fun with their sitter or their nanny, and to just, follow the house rules because we know some kiddos like to try to see if they can test the boundaries. But if they reinforce that, then it really sets it up for success too. Also with the Perfect Pair, we have profiles made for every caregiver. So we have a really fun experience for all of the families and the kids to get a glimpse of who they will have in their home. So the kids have a lot of fun picking who they want. And so I think that helps with the process too.
Oh, that's great.
Oh yeah, a little bit of ownership from everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when the care provider comes to the house, like what's the advice when it comes to the parents? Because I've seen this too. Like I've been that parent where like you're maybe like giving too much instruction. It's like you're wanting them to kind of be everything. Like what's fair in that engagement and that exchange of like, what you can expect, taking care of the kids and the house maybe just for that night.
Yeah, so we like to say the goal is to enjoy your night off, right? Parents want to turn their mom and dad brain off. So we always say go over the meat and potatoes ahead of time. So it's a quick exchange and you don't have to spend 30 minutes going over everything. So you want to go over household rules, screen time, outside time, time routines, bedtime routine if that's part of the day. You want to go over emergency information, allergies, medications. You want to also go over just expectations overall for cleaning, keeping the kiddos on a routine, things of that sort. It's very important.
Yeah, that's really helpful. I wonder from your perspective too, with the agency, I mean, you're probably doing some of that prep work with your employees as well, because you were a nanny, you've hired nannies, you know what makes a great one.
Yes.
So what kind of preparedness are you doing, kind of with the people who apply to work for you?
Yes, love this question. We have a 4-step process before anyone can be on our team. And so, they do the application, we interview them, we do an orientation, which is through Zoom. So we're seeing them, we're building that relationship with them, learning their personalities. And then we have them come to our office for onboarding, which is a few hours long. So we build a relationship with every single one. We get to know them, know their needs, their wishes, and then that way we can really help match them with a family that's aligned with what they're looking for.
Do you help with the pay too? Because I think that gets uncomfortable, and then some people just don't handle it ahead of time, and then they're like, oh gosh, I'm asking in the moment. How do you recommend people handle that?
So we get all of that done in the forefront.
Yeah.
So we will figure out what their rate is, their asking rate is. It depends on what service families are coming to us for, but we also educate families on industry standards, especially here in the Minnesota market, so they know that they can offer a fair rate, and then it makes that conversation less scary to have when they are there.
That's so good.
What happens at the end? Payment's done, everybody's kind of moved on to the next day. What's the feedback loop look like from both the providers on your side and the parents and the family that they just sat for?
Yes, so we love talking to both sides. We'll call the families or send them a message and just say, hey, give us any feedback. How did you like them? Do you think they were a good match, etc.? And families will tell us the truth. And so luckily we've had great success with matching them because we do so much in the forefront with learning about all of our nannies and sitters. And so when we check in with our nannies and sitters and just say, how did it go? Usually the feeling's mutual, thank God. So we just take note of that.
I love that you're locally based. I love that you're integrated into the community. You understand what families here are looking for, and that you're really doing a great job, because having quality childcare is a huge part of loving where you live and getting to do what you want to do, whether it's working, whether it's having a date night. It's an important service. So thanks for being here.
Thank you.
In the pink suit.
I know, and she's done the whole thing. She's been there from start to finish. Love it.
Great. Okay, so families who sign up for a Nannies on Demand membership before September 15th will receive 10% off of their first month. All you have to do is use the code TCL10 when you book online, and you can find out more about the perfect pair at twincitieslive.com. We've got a link posted for you there. Genius.
Genius idea.
Genius.
All right, coming up next on Twin Cities Live, reporter Kirsten Habrick is in Roseville.